Good morning all. Today we'll discuss a topic from fluid mechanics, which is dimensional analysis. It is very important topic from research point of view, or if you are designing, let's say, a model. So it is very important, not only from this subject point of view, you take any other subjects. Okay, so it is important to know the dimensional analysis, what is dimensional analysis and the types, okay, and how to do a dimensional analysis. So during further lectures we'll see all these things. Okay, so what is dimensional analysis? It is a mathematical technique used in research work, for design, and for conducting model tests. Okay, as you can see, it is written on the screen. Okay, so it is a mathematical technique used in research work for design and for conducting model tests. Okay, then, all physical quantities are expressed in terms of length, mass, time. Okay, length is expressed standardly as L, and mass is expressed standardly as M. Time is expressed standardly as T. And if the problem is a thermal problem where heat or temperature interaction is involved, okay, usually because of temperature difference, heat transfer takes place. In such cases we use one more term, temperature, which is indicated by theta. Okay, so basically we have four fundamental dimensions. Okay, M, L, T and theta. So these all are fundamental dimensions or fundamental quantities. Okay, so it is written here, if you are measuring, say, any distance, so it can be horizontal distance, vertical distance, breadth, width, anything, it comes under distance. Standardly we use length L, which is denoted by meters in SI unit. Okay, we will be using SI units. Then mass, you can measure mass in terms of grams, kgs or anything, but it is in SI unit we use kg. Okay, and it is indicated by capital M. Then time, you can measure time in seconds, hours, days, but in SI unit we use it in seconds. S, small s is the symbol, and capital T is used. For temperature we use theta. SI unit is degree Celsius or Kelvin. So the standard symbols and SI units are written. So M, L, T and theta. So the SI units are, for length it is meter, for mass it is kg, for time it is seconds, for temperature it is degree Celsius or Kelvin. Okay, and one more important thing is, if the problem is structural problem, we use M, L, T. Okay, if the problem is thermal, a temperature term is involved, then we use M, L, T and theta. Okay, so in general we have 3 or 4 fundamental dimensions depending on whether a problem is structural, thermal. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Okay, so here we'll try to understand what is secondary or derived quantities. The dimensions or the quantities which are derived from fundamental dimensions are known as secondary or derived dimensions. Okay, in general we can say all the dimensions or the quantities what we use are derived quantities or derived dimensions. Okay, it is very simple. The dimensions which are derived from fundamental dimensions or fundamental quantities are known as derived or secondary dimensions. Okay, example, you take area. In area we use length and breadth. Okay, we use length and breadth. Maybe it can be length and height, maybe it can be length and width. So it depends on how we are measuring the area of the surface. For area, what is the unit? Unit is meter square. So we use 2 times meter, and in terms of MLT, it is 2 times meter square, means it will be L square. Okay, I hope this is clear. So in SI unit it is written as m square. In case of dimension analysis, we write it as L square, capital L square. Similarly, if I take the example of velocity, velocity, it is defined as distance by time taken, distance traveled divided by time taken. If I write SI unit, meter per second, okay, or in dimension analysis we write it as L by T, but standardly we write it as L raised to 1 T raised to minus 1, okay, or you can simply write it as L T raised to minus 1. So for L there is always power 1, so more than power 1 we can use 2, 3 or 4, okay. Then as you can see in the screen, secondary dimensions or secondary quantities are those which possess more than one fundamental dimension, okay. Moving on to next slide. So here you can see a table wherein we have physical quantity, the symbol used in the in dimension analysis, how it is written, okay, in terms of MLT, how it is written. So in the first we have serial number, in second column we have fundamental quantity with SI unit, in third we have the symbol used, fourth we have how it is written in terms of dimensional analysis, okay. First 4 are indicating fundamental quantities, which we know that it is length, mass, time and temperature, respective SI units. For length it is meter, for mass it is kg, for time it is seconds, for temperature it is degree Celsius or Kelvin. Symbol used L, M, T time, theta temperature, okay. Same are the dimensions or symbol used for in case of dimensional analysis, okay. Then if we are using now all the secondary dimensions will come. So we have divided them into geometric quantities or geometric quantities. So fifth one is geometric quantity, as you can see, area. So area, it is unit is SI unit is meter square, symbol used is A, and in dimensional analysis we write it as L square, okay. Then sixth one is volume, the SI unit is meter cube, symbol is capital V, or you may use some different symbol. Then in dimensional analysis it is written as L cube, okay. Then next C is kinematic quantities. So kinematic quantities, which are we use them when a fluid is in motion or something like that, okay. Seventh one is velocity. All these quantities are with respect to motion. So velocity, we know the SI unit, meter per second, symbol used is V, small v or capital V depending on the book, but here I have written V. Then in terms of SI unit, sorry, in terms of dimensional analysis we write it as capital L T raised to minus 1, okay. T raised to minus 1 because second is in the denominator, that is time term. Then angular velocity, SI unit is, it is revolutions per second. Revolution is a count, so it is not having any unit. So 1 by second, 1 by second you can see here. So the symbol is omega. The dimension, in terms of dimensions, we write it as T raised to minus 1, okay. Similarly, acceleration, meter per second square, symbol is A, and it is written as L T raised to minus 2, okay. Then discharge, symbol is Q, SI unit is meter cube per second, it is written as L cube minus T raised to minus 1, L cube for meter cube and T raised to minus 1 for per second. Then kinematic viscosity, SI unit is meter square per second, symbol is nu, and for meter square L square, for per second T raised to minus 1, okay. Moving on to the next slide. Then we have in D we have dynamic quantities. Okay, so here force will come into picture. Then so it is 12th one, force. All of us know the symbol is F and unit. So this is important. How it is ml t raised to minus 2. We'll see an example in the next class. Okay, how to get that force in terms of fundamental dimensions and write it as ml t raised to minus 2. So we'll see that in the next class. So weight is weight SI unit is Newton and symbol is W, depends on the book or the literature. Again the in terms of dimensional test it is written as ml t raised to minus 2. Then density kg per meter cube is the SI unit, symbol is this rho, ml raised to minus 3. Dynamic viscosity SI unit is Pascal second or Newton second per meter square, symbol is this mu, ml raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 1. Then we have pressure or pressure intensity, small p, unit is m l raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 2. Work or energy, SI unit is Newton meter or joules, symbol is W or E, ml square t raised to minus 2. Then power, joules per second or watts, capital P is the symbol used, m l t raised to minus 3. So in the next class we'll see if a unit is say complicated like power, how to get the basic dimensions and then write it in terms of mlt. Okay, thank you.